Opening. Woo! Every day. And on finals day, it is finally time. This is day 7 of the first minor of the 2018-2019 season. Welcome back, CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 10. Woo! Final series, best of 5, grand finals, Tigers, Navi is going to be a great one. It should be a great one anyway. And I don't think it's going to get any better, apart from the fact that I also have extra people next to me to talk to. Kyle and Slacks.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh. This is the Dream final.
Yes, it
Navi
is.
versus Tigers, two teams that have been super fun to watch this entire tournament. Navi going through the grind of the lower bracket, playing every single day, and Tigers being so excellent in that upper bracket, just demolishing. This is going to be a hell of a best-of-5 series.
It really, really will be. Kyle, I know you like to talk Dota, and I know that me and Slacks might not be the greatest targets to talk Dota with. But don't worry, we got you covered because we have a TI winner on the finals panel. Let's bring in Admiral Bulldog. No! What did you do? No! What did you do?
I killed him.
No!
What have you done?
I'm sorry.
What have you done?
That kind of ruins the mood a little bit, doesn't
We've
it?
done nothing but kindness to you. You ate him.
Sorry about that.
Well, someone's microphone just died, but other than that, let's just forget what just happened and move forward thinking about the grand finals.
What?
Yeah, well, I don't know how to do that. I mean,
we had a panda side committed, and you're just gonna roll over that like he didn't mean anything to us?
You know what? We saw at some point a bunny, and then it was said that the bunny died, but then the bunny did not die.
It's true.
This is true.
Even
Oh, so it's like the last Marvel movie.
He even pretended to hang himself.
Yeah. All right. Grand finals.
Really?
Navi,
That's
Tigers.
pretty dark.
Let's talk about those two teams in the upper bracket. By the way, in case you forgot, for the last time of the tournament, let's bring up the brackets to see what route the teams have made to get here. Tigers.
Oh.
They already faced Navi once, and they were victorious.
Hell yeah, they trashed them.
Yeah, it was actually not even close. I remember that.
Was it? Was it 2-0?
Yeah, I think so. It was day 2. It was a long time ago, I know.
Yeah, but Navi's riding the momentum now, though.
They really are.
Destroying a lot of team. They feel confident now, for sure.
Yeah.
It's very important to note that I believe that was the first match between both of them. The meta of the tournament had not been established, and the meta has been playing a big part. Navi has done these huge things like insta-counter IO Wisp every single, or IO Gyro every time. They know the meta. They're playing well against it. All Tigers has to do is play like they did on the first day, though. They already beat them at their best.
Did they, though? Well, Navi, they've got the momentum. They won earlier today against RNG. And in between series, as in just a moment ago, it was Moxie with Magical to hear what he has to say about his upcoming match.
Magical.
All right, thank you guys. Well, I'm here with Team Navi. I've got Igor, who's going to be my translator here, and I've got the one, the only, Magical. Magical, you guys did so amazing, especially your Invoker. That was very, very awesome. I was really enjoying that. So now you're going into a new game. How do you guys reset? How do you prepare yourselves for this next upcoming match? Because this is the big one, right?
Ну, как вы готовитесь к матчу? Ну, мы должны чуть-чуть отдохнуть, наверное, минут 30, подготовиться к следующим матчам. Это финал, БО5, просто остыть и быть с холодной головой к игре подготовиться.
We just gotta chill out a bit, like 30 minutes to prepare for the next match, go through the drafts and stuff, and grow again.
All right, well, I like that. Take your time, relax, and I'm definitely looking forward to your next match. Thank you. All right, back to you guys.
Yeah, that in-between break, you know, you want to keep onto that momentum, but you don't want to over-push yourself. I mean, we got two ex-pros on the panel. I would like to hear what you do in those moments.
Well, mostly just relax. You just prepare for the next series. I think this is a big benefit to Navi. They're warmed up. They're rolling. Like Magical's got to be feeling himself after those games. So I think that you just make sure you don't get outdrafted and win the minor, win the major, win TI.
Whoa-wee.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, you just roll with it.
Yeah.
But during those breaks, what do? I mean, I don't like those breaks when I play. I just want to play instantly. You ride that momentum. You just want to keep going.
So could they have lost their momentum?
Well, can I ask a question since you both are retired? What's the worst thing that happened during one of those breaks? Has anything really, like, did one of the players just, like, you know, fall down a stairwell or something?
What?
The worst thing. It's been happening good things. The first DreamHack I played, when we won it, at 2012, when we did that roast strat where we died. It was like an hour game in between the first one. We sat down, we talked about the strat, and then we won with it. So good things can happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never had any bad things happen to me.
All right.
Kyle probably had a lot of bad things happen to him.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to, because we are moving on and we are going to talk about Tigers. And Moxie was with 1437 before the match.
All right, guys, I'm here with 1437 of Tigers. You got a big match coming up. You should be feeling pretty confident, right? You're sitting pretty right now. Is there a lot of pressure specifically on Moon Meander after yesterday's games? I know he said that he, you know, was feeling better now, but he's definitely that playmaker. How are you guys dealing with this?
I think there's no pressure. I think we're just taking it one game at a time. I don't think we're like confident or underconfident or anything like that. We're just like here to play some Dota.
All right, well, that's what I like to hear. I hope you have a great time playing your matches today, and I hope we get a full 5-game series. Back to you guys.
Here to play some Dota 2, 1437.
Are you guys reading between the lines? Because what I heard from that was if we don't win, Moon's getting kicked.
Whoa.
Like, right away. Is that what you felt from that?
Not at all. I love questions like that. Because what if he just answered completely unexpectedly? Is he under a lot of pressure? Hell yeah, he is. We hate him. We're kicking him. God, he's been a performer. He's dead. Woo. I felt the opposite. I think they're cool, calm, and collected, baby. Navi's got a lot of confidence, maybe overconfident. And Tigers, as they said, every game, they've just rolled with the punches. Even though they've thrown horrifically this tournament on several occasions, they've still just made it happen.
They did. Before we continue on, I would like to hear what you guys think is going to happen. It is a best of 5 here in the grand finals.
Yes, it is.
Who's going to take it?
A lot of good things are going to happen.
Oh, yeah?
I still believe in Navi. It's a stronger team. Even though they lost against Tigers, they're just so strong right now. And it's just going to come down to those off-laners. And we've seen Blizzy. He never chokes under pressure. Moon Meander, however, there's a lot of pressure right now. Will he choke under the pressure? We'll see. Yes.
All right, we got one going the way of Navi. Kyle, what is your prediction for this grand finals?
Well, after the first day, I thought Navi was the best, and they fell off a bit. But I think that they've worked very hard throughout the event and improved a ton in the duration. And I'm pretty sure they're going to win this series. I think it might be 3-0 even, but I would say 3-1 Navi would be my guess.
What do you think, Jake?
Can I say I don't care? I care because I think it's going to be a great series, and I think both these teams have shown themselves throughout this tournament to be such great players at this minor that they got a bright future. I know one gets instantly invited to the major.
That's not how it works.
That's a big deal, but I think they're both winners. However...
You think wrong.
That is more than just a big deal. That is the massivest deal that you can think of.
However...
Massivest.
Massivest.
Is a word.
Yes. Go for it, Jake. However...
I think Tigers got this one.
All right.
Every single interview, Navi has said confidence, confidence, confidence. sometimes that can be tricked. Tigers ain't gonna pick Io Gyro. Tigers ain't gonna fall for their schemes. I'm going for Tigers, baby.
All right, and keep in mind that during the games, every game again, you can vote for your Hack's MVP in this game. We'll only start counting once the game actually begins, but you can vote during that game who you think is the most valuable player. And then as well, at the end of the series, the talent here will decide who was the most valuable player of the tournament, and that player will get a prize provided by Hacks. So,
Ooh.
a good one, yeah.
With a company like Hacks, you know it's going to be better than the crappy clay statue we gave Bulldog for sure.
That's definitely
I hope
true.
that Hacks gives out some snacks
Hey-o!
to the winner and me.
I was going to say, you're not getting any of that.
And me.
All right, guys, we have been talking about these teams, but we haven't really discussed the draft, which has been so incredibly important. We've seen Blizzy's axe being banned or picked with devastating results.
Yep.
For whoever faced it, we've seen 1437 draft superbly yesterday against RNG as well, a team that many have said might be the best prepared team here.
Yeah, and look at those bans from Navi there. These 3 core carries have been basically every game, and they just don't want to see them.
I think both teams are well prepped to the Wisp. Tree Mag as well.
Oh.
They get the first pick. I figured it'd be Enigma, Chen, or Axe, but they go for the first pick Enigma. We talked about Blizzy Enigma. He is pretty formidable on the hero.
One of 2 heroes, as he said himself. However, I like Tigers bans as well. They're going to ban out the Tree and Protector. We saw Navi run that 2 very, very successful games. And they also banned out that beautiful Magnus that we've been seeing as well. So these 2 teams are ready for this matchup, man. This is great.
They left by not banning any of the traditional bans. They left Winter Wyvern in the pool, by the way, which is a great setup for Enigma as well, if you want to use that, Chris.
Is Weaver Crystal Maiden good enough to first pick?
I don't know about that. Obviously, Maiden orange, nice for Weaver.
Oh!
Throw Ranger.
Oh, it's a draw. Second pick. This is a disaster.
It's really, really good against CM Weaver, though. They don't apply any pressure, especially if he gets a BKB. And while, yes, Weaver in some ways can counter Drow if you're in a game you're ahead, I think any game Drow's even against, you just force him to go bad items and take over the map.
Just one silence, and Weaver dies so quickly.
Yep.
Well, used to, but now they have Aeon Disc, so he's fine.
What?
You ever never built Aeon Disc Weaver?
That sounds really low damage. And
It's broken.
When do you buy it?
What are you talking
It's
about?
broken, bro. You can't kill him.
Do you buy it first item?
And you guys will see. You'll
but
see.
that's like, it's like you can't kill, I don't know, like an ant or something, but it's not going to bother you.
But they could still rotate that Weaver to
Little
support,
bug.
right? They don't have to use it as a core.
I don't like that at all,
I
though.
don't either. Then you have 2 supports that can't cancel Black Hole through BKB.
But they can't kill anybody.
But
in
they
Black
can
Hole.
save people.
See?
No. They just
No.
need an answer for Enigma. I hate seeing Enigma in the enemy team and you don't have any answers. Just
Agreed.
pick that. Why didn't you just pick Silencer and Weaver instead?
Agreed?
Maybe they're thinking the Chen is coming out.
Silencer is like the best support you can pick against Enigma. No matter what stage of the game, you can just click that one button.
It's easy. It's much easier to hit one button than multiple buttons.
That is.
Oh, I've experienced that, yes.
Yeah.
Abaddon versus Doom, as in, yep. I like the one button strat.
All right, Tiny is an answer we saw for Drow Ranger earlier. Kind of getting her face, blow her up before she can do anything. So like that pick from Tigers. That's why you don't second pick Drow.
I think it'll be a support Tiny. You just want to lane that against the Enigma. It's really effective at killing the Eidolons. Core Tiny gets threatened throughout the game because you take so much damage from Midnight Pulse and Black Holes pure.
And a Dizzler.
I love the Dazzle pick. That's so good. Defensive Weave against a Weaver strat. The aggressive power against a Tiny that has 0 armor. Wow.
Pretty good. And make sure that Drow doesn't die. Well, if he's quick enough, you got to have lightning quick fingers for that, but could happen.
You can even lane that with the Enigma to heal up those Eidolons so they don't die.
Oh,
Laning stage,
surround them with the babies. That's a deadly strat.
the babies.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, I think we got some time here. 1437 has done some amazing drafts this tournament, like that Outworld Devourer that we saw.
Yep.
I mean, he just brings them out. So Pangolier.
Clear. That's the hero we saw them before.
They went real quick with that decision. Somebody suggested Pango, And 1437 was like, whoa, that actually sounds pretty sick.
Yeah.
And 2 seconds later, he scooped it up. So not even thinking about it too much. They're just like, oh, snap, crackle, pop, the Moon Pango. A hero we've seen him perform excellently on. One of, I'd say, the best 3 in the world.
Yeah, and they played that against him, Enigma, a few days ago, and it worked really great. Really good in the lane, of course. So, yeah, why not? Now they want to pick up something with the draw. Mirana is not banned.
As a team, how much do you think about the fact that it's a best of 5 rather than best of 3? Is that at all in your head?
Of course
I
not.
don't think so. You just play some Dotes.
All right.
Let's play some Dotes.
All right, you know what? I gotta say, I like Tigers a lot. I know you guys think you don't have a chance, but look at their backline Pierce, man. Look at their stuns with Pango.
They just don't have enough damage. You're going to have a Grave to deal with. You still can't cancel BKB Enigma Black Hole. And the Storm is going to have a free game jumping on top of Weaver. They don't have a stun for Storm right now.
They got Crystal Maiden. They got Tiny. They got Pango.
That doesn't count at all. This isn't the movie Frozen, okay? The most powerful character in this movie is not the Ice Princess.
Well, actually, the most powerful character was actually Love in that movie.
Yep.
So you're a dumbass.
And the troll. The trolls.
And the troll was also quite strong.
He did get trolled.
Earth Spirit. Nice silence against Weaver.
Oy, oy, oy. Frontliner for sure.
And it's really nice to combine a high reach core like Storm with another support that can get right on top of an enemy. They play around one another very well. And as you said, they can hunt that pesky princess along with the Weaver the entire game.
Well, you're really overlooking it. It's just Storm Spirit and Earth Spirit. Just pick up the brothers.
True. That's true. And brotherly combinations do work quite well in Dota.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's why you still have a team. Oh, wait.
Well, yes. I remember.
Let's take it easy here. Sorry. Now, will Tigers pick Ember Spirit and we'll have a real lore fight on our hands? That'd be dope.
I don't think you can pick Ember into the damage output of the Navi lineup right now. You get crushed by a Storm in lane with Drow.
That is true.
Drow in 2018, though, in laning phase, 2 damage.
That's true.
All right. So what do we need? A mid laner for Tigers? Let's see. Could it be? Is this the one?
The one what?
Zeus! How does Storm Spirit get anybody with a NIMBY on their head? How does Enigma get an Ags with a NIMBY on his head? How does anything happen?
Meepo!
What in God's name?
The first Meepo of the tournament, and it's in the grand finals. Is that a Tigers? Rounding out their draft, and the question is, gentlemen, you like that? You hate it? You like it?
It is a hard counter to Storm. Kind of goes both ways against Enigma. The Meepo has to snowball really hard to win this game. If you're Navi, you want to extend the laning phase and try and just ensure you don't feed the Meepo, kill towers early, and take over map control. If Meepo snowballs super hard, he can carry by himself, but it's going to be tough.
Navi or Tigers?
I have to go first?
Yeah, you're in the corner.
It's an obvious one, honestly.
I'm going to go with Navi, because beating Meepo is very easy. Just ask me, the expert.
Go for it, Bulldog.
He is wrong, because Navi's lineup would suck.
Wow.
You pick a draw, and you don't have any draw heroes? What is this? That's going to be awful. It's going to be Tigers. Easy.
What do you think, Jake?
Meepo sucks, but however, you don't pick a Drow. See you later. I'm going with Tigers.
I'm going for Navi because Blizzy's Enigma has done it before. I think he's going to do it again. But it's not up to us, thank God. Let's find out what's going to happen in the first game with Odie, Pixel, and Fogged.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Navi versus Tigers here in the grand final of the CORSAIR Dream League Season 10. Both teams playing off in this best of 5 to have a shot at that top spot here at the championship and that ticket to the major in just over a week's time. I'm Odie Pixel, I'm here with Fogged, and boy, what a way to start the grand finals. We're getting a Meepo appearance.
We've got Meepo. Yep. And not only just a Meepo, we've got Pangolier too. Moon Meander displayed one of the best Pangolier performances that I've seen, period. He did not die in that game at all. No. And his itemization was excellent. I loved how he went this like support like utility build. And it was versus Enigma as well.
It was, and what he does, and one of the smart things, you know, you get the basher.
Too.
Well, the fact that it's the counter to sort of the BKB Enigma. You get the basher, you get the swashbuckle, bam. How is he ever going to cast it? You can't itemize against that.
But what if he bashes one of the things in front of it?
Well, he's got to find the angle. This, you know, I'm expecting.
I agree, though. It can be a cool thing.
He's a smart man, you know. He knows his trigonometry or whatever the mathematic term is to do with angles and stuff. Pythagoras, he's got it.
I'm a big fan of like the blink Yules in particular versus the Enigma, because you blink on top of the Enigma with your ulti, you Yules, and Enigma, you need to, like, someone has to force staff him or he has to get the BKB off, because otherwise you just get chain stunned by that Pangolier, which could end up happening. But we have to get to that point too, because there's a Meepo. This hero can run away with games incredibly fast. And Owen, as a Meepo expert, how do you feel? How's this one look?
In terms of the Meepo game, it's pretty damn good.
It's a pretty good Meepo.
I feel it's pretty damn good Meepo game.
He can do incredibly well in the lane. I think he can really like crush a Storm as soon as he gets those levels built up, and he can even just jungle. He can outpace, and we're going to see the double Wraithband build. That was a build that was popularized quite early on.
But there's some things that are annoying. You sort of look what the AOE, the Gusts kind of sucks to play against. The Earth Spirit, if he's on point with the control, and Enigma, you know, sort of throwing down a Midnight Pulse. If your micro's not up to par, you're suddenly sort of going to be stuck in this awkward area where all your Meepos are slowly dying. But that's the trick, you see. They're slowly dying. You look at this lineup in Navi, there's nothing that's going to go, kablam, and just delete a Meepo. You know what I mean? You're not just going to see him.
Titan, right?
Nothing is going to splat a Meepo immediately. So if you can sort of buff up and get those stats built up, as we do expect with sort of the stacking of smaller items, Archie could have a pretty good time. But we'll see how much pressure's put on early. And hey, who knows? It's a Drow strat. You know, they come out on top of the first 10 minutes and Navi could start running away with the game in the first 20.
If Archie didn't get hit by that boulder, Seneko was rolling under tower there. That was a risky play there by the Earth Spirit. But look at this. We're already talking about emphasis on the Meepo. They're dual laning him, and they even tried to snipe his courier at the beginning.
Yeah, I like it. You know, so these first few levels, make sure the Meepo can't get that early CS. He's probably going to catch up, but you can certainly sort of control how long it's going to take him to catch up. You make sure that he doesn't get that easy lane at the start, because if he does so, he's going to constantly be ahead of the game. And against these heroes, be able to waltz into sort of any lane that he wishes and find the kill with a lot of good synergy, a lot of good setup around him, whether it be sort of a toss into position or other heroes initiating, buying time for the Meepo to walk up and find those kills.
Yeah. And they did this, I don't know if they had this exact same lane though, but they love having the Pango versus Enigma in the mid game, but also in the lane. Because now you've got these double nukes that you can apply to kill those Eidolons, and it's a mixture, right? It's a mixture of magical and physical, so those Eidolons, they have crazy magical resist, but your Swashbuckle is great versus that, and they have a CM on top. So you can spam out, kill those Eidolons. Even if he's going to be denying creeps, he's going to be losing Eidolons for sure in that lane.
We can see at the moment Snake able to pull the creeps right round between the tier 1 and tier 2 on their bottom lane, so they can have a safe place to sort of farm those and keep themselves away from the 2 of Tigers down there on the safe lane. The mid lane CS at the moment, 8 for 6 on Arjit compared to Magical on the 8 for 3, so very close. Obviously that little bit of a help that Magical had at the start, helping him to keep that lane even. Top lane, Crystallized, struggling in farm. You know, it's going to be a slow start for the Drow, not the easiest way to hit the creeps. And Tiny, he may not have a lot of last hits, but he's getting those denies, which is certainly going to help slow down the leveling of this Drow, make sure that early level 6 doesn't come at a crazy time to sort of enable the Storm Spirit in the mid and the Enigma down bottom. Mid lane, bit of a go onto Magical, couple of poofs. Just making sure that Magical knows his place as Arjit, ready to step up and amp up the pressure with this Meepo as those early levels come flying in.
Yeah, and in usual Storm versus Meepo matchups, the Meepo is going to win, but now he has a CM or a 2. So it's like you can constantly get those poofs off always. Storm can still get last hits, but you're going to get out denied.
Moon, he may find some action here. Seneko does still have the ability to roll away as Moon is chasing. Moon's going to have Swashbuckle back up in 5, but already the Sow starts to tick. Sure, it gets cancelled, but Seneko needed to pop it there. If he didn't, the Swashbuckle would have been enough. And at the same time, in the mid lane, Arjit sets up, gets the first blood onto Magical as the solo Meepo. Friendly tip comes out of Moon as he knows that this is Arjit off to the beautiful laning start. And this is the dream. You know, you have a Meepo on your team. Sometimes you look towards that mid lane and you're like, oh my goodness, he's struggling. But Moon's looking towards his mid. He's seeing as Meepo get first blood. He knows Arjit, he's in the zone.
Yeah. We used to, I think No-Tail was one of the big ones that talked about it. People, when Queen of Pain was picked a lot and Meepo would be picked, it would be like, oh, game's over immediately. Because he's just like, the lane is like impossible to play and the mid game just gets super difficult. And Ajit, 17 and 10 already versus Magical, full mana as well. He's even going for triple Wraithband, not just the double Wraithband strat. And like you mentioned, the top lane, 9 denies on Tiny. Drow Ranger's animation, not the best, and he's versus 2 heroes that have great animations and high base damage between the Weaver and the Tiny. So already Tigers, this is 4 minutes in and they're a 2K advantage because of these lane setups, which are absolutely beautiful.
That's a scary start from Tigers. There's Navi. This Drow lineup, they never sort of want to be playing from behind in these very early stages of the game.
Yeah. They at least have, of course, they have the Blizzy Enigma. Oh, is this going to be a toss back?
Crystallize.
It is.
Coming a little too far up the lane as he will accept his fate. No escape from there as another kill for Tigers.
Brutal start for Navi. They're really going to have to... A lot of pressure is going to be put onto Blizzy in particular because the Magical is going to have a struggle time already, as we're seeing on the Storm Spirit. Drow Ranger is going to have a big struggle. And Earth Spirit, he isn't the big force that he was in the past where he could just go lane to lane, try to get these kills. This hero actually relies a lot on how well your actual laning heroes are doing. And Navi, right now, it's definitely looking a bit rough.
Bit of an attempt here onto Moon, but Moon's got the backup. The two-man shield crash comes into play as 14:37 sets it up with the slow. Tigers again getting their kills. 3 kills so far. Mid lane, Arjit being tickled a little bit by Magical, but no real threat from the Storm. At just level 5 against this Meepo. Not enough burst to sort of beat him down through the HP that he has. Yep. On the 2 of them. Little attempts of cancelling the salve, but Chu with a sweet sidestep will keep that salve ticking.
I think the really advantageous thing also is like, you look at Navi's lanes and they're very predictable. They can't actually vary at all. When you look at Tigers, they have a lot of ways that they could have switched it around, right? So like the laning advantage, Tigers had it set up from the draft.
Absolutely. They really did. They had a lot of fallbacks, a lot of ways to react to anything that Navi did in terms of their lane matchups.
They need this to go a bit better as the tossback is already happening.
Navi's in a tricky position, frostbitten, and without a hope in the world, Chu caught out this top lane, just getting absolutely smashed now. In fact, all lanes just looking to be a rough start for Navi. All cores finding the farm on Tiger's lineup. It's again top, Zephyr.
Another toss back.
Oh, and it's going to be another free kill. The Frostbite sets up for more money into the bank of the Wonder Kid, a.k.a. In Your Dream.
Magical's level 5. Our Meepo's probably level 8 already.
Oh, and they're diving in on Crystallize top. Crystallize does have Seneca by his side. Is there anything that he could do to help him? I don't think so. The Frostbite locking down yet another double kill for the Weaver, and they're not done yet. They're going to try for Seneca as well. They have the Avalanche. He's already thrown out the kick. Seneca will fall at 6.5 minutes in. It's a triple kill for Wonder Kid. 5K lead now for Tigers, as they have come into this best of 5 grand finals absolutely roaring.
Incredibly prepared too. This is so troublesome for Navi with the Drow lineup. You're losing all 3 lanes. Your supports are going to be extremely underleveled because of this. And the sides of Tiger, they're all enabled. They all have CM aura. They're all getting these early item timings. And panel mentioned, like Kyle said, they want to snowball with Meepo. This is one great setup. Yeah. Getting Magical involved as soon as he gets 6. Same thing with Blizzy. Getting themselves at least a kill on the board.
Yeah, it may be sort of the black hole used, but yeah, you hadn't got a kill yet on the team. It's huge, you know, even not necessarily so in terms of the numbers, but just to the feeling, you know. You're like, all right, guys, we can get this done. We can make things happen. It's not going to be easy. Navi, they can band together and make these sort of plays. It's going to be so tough, though, because top lane Crystallize getting punished yet again. Still just level 4 on the Drow Ranger at 7.5 minutes in. Chu, he's got nowhere to run either. Just a level 3 Dazzle, all on his lonesome. Same time down bottom, Moon gets in on top of the Enigma, and it just doesn't stop. Tigers, relentless with their fury.
And Meepo's going to have a Blink Dagger level 10 or almost. It's 8 minutes in. He can hunt the Storm Spirit, or he can hunt anybody on the map, really. The supports on the side of Navi are going to be so limited. This one's looking real rough, Owen.
It is. And sort of the worrying thing for Navi is, I don't think you can attribute it to say, oh, they managed to get a Meepo pick through the draft. This is, you know, sure, the Meepo, he's having a great time, but the other lanes as well. You know, this is much more than just a Meepo problem this game.
Blink dagger already done. Time to hunt.
As Navi,
they're going to have to set up.
They have to perfectly use their silences to sort of set up something huge.
I think they just have to sit behind people. They have to be prepared immediately for someone to get dove, but Meepo's going to kill them. He has the 3 Meepos already with a blink dagger. Those poofs, it's going to pretty much one-shot anybody this early in the game.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets on top of them. So they have to have people prepared. I think this Earth Spirit or Storm Spirit just have to pretty much be ready to take these fights whenever possible.
That's mid lane. Playing it safe.
Gets the Gust off.
Gust comes out and Arjit will be dissuaded from diving further for Crystallize. Crystallize is trying to find somewhere to find the solo XP to get him that level 6 online. Top, they've got the opening onto Zephyr. They're coming straight away, but he turns with the avalanche onto the 2 of them. They're going to roll forward, look to commit for the kill. Zephyr's going for the TP out, and he makes it away.
And now Ajit's going to come in.
Oh, and he's going to look for the cleaner. Magical will TP out. Seneca will not be quite as fortunate. Chu does go for the self-grave and TP back to base to keep himself alive. But again, Tigers just getting these kills and not letting up any more to Navi. Blizzy to see 1437 invading the jungle, but even as this offlane Enigma, he cannot alone kill the CM. As 1437 is able to walk away. Arjit keeps the pressure on onto the tier 1 tower. The CM now in trouble though. The rotation from Magical comes in as he TPs down towards the bottom.
But because he has to move around so much in the storm, he can't lane versus Meepo. Meepo level 11 claims his tower already.
I mean, he can't lane against many of these heroes now. As far ahead as they are. Boon, he'll roll out. In fact, he'll roll about. Maybe see if he can play around for Seneca long enough to get the kill. He needs a couple more bounces, but he's getting a little awkward with the angles. Still
Ajit's coming,
able to create the distance, though, and indeed with Arjit jumping in, roots there onto Seneca. More guts and glory taken by Arjit.
And Tigers is relentless. They're putting these deep vision immediately because they've already claimed the 2 of the tier 1s at this early game, 10 minutes in. It's a 10k gold lead at 10 minutes, Owen. Their Earth Spirit, he buys the Tome, but I still don't even know if they're level 6 on the supports on the side of Navi because they're spending so much time running from lane to lane trying to fix the disaster that's happened.
Crystallize has got to be careful, but at least there's no Arjit in the neighborhood. He's sort of the big initiator when it comes to diving towers.
I think he might go Boots of Travel on Meepo. With the pace that this is going, okay, win treads. Just kidding. He goes for the stats, but I thought he might just be able to apply pressure to all the lanes if he went for that, but they already kind of are anyway. As Zephyr now kind of claim this top lane, and Weaver's just kind of jungling, giving the Tiny the experience. So for Navi, they have to pretty much sit behind people.
He's trying to lead in, see if he can go for the walk-in black hole onto Moon, and he does still get it off. Able to walk forward, he has the backup with him as Navi. They'll turn to look for a second, but Arjit, he's in with the push, straight on top of the Magical Storm Spirit. Storm's gone. Blizzy, can he really set something up? They brought Crystallize in as well. It'll be a huge kill if they can find it, but there's a lot of back of the Gust. Stopping the push for now. Can they kill this Meepo in time? The Poison Touch comes out. They can. They get Arjit, but they lose 2 more as they're both Seneko and Blizzy have fallen. Wonder Kid striking back as Navi, they've lost 3. He's going to look to dive in for this. He can feel confident as he still has the ability of the time-lapse, but he has been silenced underneath the tower. It doesn't matter. The timing's still there for the time-lapse to come out as Navi effectively getting team-wiped by Tigers. Wonder Kid stays alive. It's 17-5. 12 minutes coming up on the clock. It's an 11k lead for Tigers, and Navi try as they might there to sort of punch back on that bottom lane. They still end up losing everybody.
They literally had to bring everyone to try to just kill this Meepo. They had to expend everything, but they had to use the Black Hole and the Pangolier first to get him down because the way Moon's itemized, we know he goes for this like defensive kind of utility build with that Vanguard being tanky so absorbs the spells, and oh man. They get themselves something here, but we see on that net worth, Drow Ranger, bottom 4, behind the support Tiny. Even the Enigma and the Storm Spirit, they're almost at the same level as that Tiny. The 3 cores on Tigers just running away with this game.
Yeah, they just absolutely crushed the laning stage, and they've got the perfect heroes to sort of keep ahead with that.
Yep.
They can make so many plays happen around the map, whereas for Navi it's a lot harder. They'll try, they're rolling, they get the Magnetize out, Crystallize leading forward, Sneko has to back away. They do have the lockdown onto one of the Meepos. Can they kill off RG in time? They're trying their best, but they can't close the gap. As Moon's in with the Rolling Thunder, holding Navi away. They finally do get the kill on RG as he ticks down to the Magnetize, but they've lost 4. Make that 5 as Blizzy, held in place by the Avalanche, dies as Wonder Kid gets the triple kill. Every time Navi try and find at least 1 kill from Tigers, it costs them their full 5-man. As again, another team wipe for Tigers, 13 minutes in, 2 team wipes already. Not often that we see that sort of frequency of team wipes coming out of this early stage of the game, but we see it here. They throw everything in to kill off Arjit. They do get him, but it takes so long. And by the time that they have Moon, he's already in position to just roll around, create all sorts of havoc as Navi just can't get past him.
They will get a kill in the meantime, though, I believe, on the Crystal Maiden. So while I think 1437 was coming back from warding expedition or going up to get wards, I think it was coming back because he plays some very deep. So they want to keep applying this pressure on Tigers. Panel said it, you know, they want to be snowballing the game. Meepo's snowballing, but now it's not just a Meepo snowballing. This Weaver is completely out of control too. A Diffusal finished up already at this point, coming out on the carrier. So he can just go hunting by himself pretty much, looking for any of these heroes. Even a Storm Spirit this early in the game, his mana pool is not the highest. He can get burned down pretty quickly by if he's disabled once or twice, if he zips in too far. Navi, I think the biggest thing is, though, just like defend their jungle. Have these wards positioned and have your TPs ready. You have to keep yourself a little bit healthy on mana and also with your ultis prepared whenever Tigers is going to set up for these dives for them to try to have a comeback in this game. But it's so damn difficult, really. 13K, 14 minutes. Meepo's at this incredible pace. He's going to be rushing that Ethereal Blade too to just get even more burst damage, protect his teammates too if possible, if they do get focused by the Drow Ranger. And we could see them pace up for a Roshan pretty soon too. They get another fight win like that, 4 heroes wiped, they'll go straight into the pit if Meepo's alive.
No one up top, Sneko. He's been found out. As the movement from Tigers comes in through the jungle, they know that Chew's around in the trees as well, as straight up with the root from outside of the trees, they get it out onto the Dazzle. Chew surrounded, he'll go for the self-grave, but the Frostbite's there to hold him down afterwards. As again, Tigers cleaning up kill after kill, 24/7.
Immediately, they run for Crystallize. He shows himself for a moment. Zephyr is trying to get on top of him with the haste, but Crystallize will hide himself in the trees, at least, and survive for now. As 1437, his job is just to run around placing these wards, just so they can see wherever this Drow Ranger's trying to catch up, because they know Navi's just on full-blown recovery mode.
1437's found him. Frostbite buying some time. The rest of Tigers starting to head over. Can they close the gap? Moon trying to jump down to the lower ground with the shield crash. Doesn't quite make it. So Crystallize will be able to walk back to safety and into the arms of Chew.
Magical's trying to get some farm up. He's increased it a bit here, almost with the Kaya finished on level 12. Then he can always have mana to be at least like going for those contestants if whenever Tigers does go for those deeper plays. Still so damn difficult. Tigers they have so much map control here, and they're farming absolutely everything. Looks like Ajit's just going to finish that Ethereal Blade while 1437 continues being on this warding. Moon Meander farming in an aggressive stance, feeling very confident. And look at all that. The Obs and the Sentries, yeah, they're just completely trying to control and suffocate Navi off the map so that they can't try to catch up. Tigers knows how incredible of a position that they're in right now.
There's a 16-minute E-Blade picked up by Arjit.
Blink, E-Blade treads, and the triple Wraith Band.
And then Chew.
Unbelievable timing.
It's going to take a creep to the face. There's top lane. Sneko and Magical, they're trying to go onto Wonder Kid, but he's so damn scary. They have to roll away. TP out of there. Just get away from the big old bug.
They just make their way into the pit during all that too. They don't even have to go for a team fight wipe. Ajit's strong enough to be able to take it. Since he's the Meepo, he gets the lifesteal talent, and then he's able to do it quite easily. They even throw a freezing field on top to give him some assistance. And that pace, we don't see Meepo too much, but it's that 1 level per minute, right? You want to hit level 25, roughly around the 25-minute mark in the game, and our Meepo, he's level 17 at 17.
Now he's having the perfect game so far, Ajit.
Yep.
May have died the 2 times, but both the times he died were fights where, as we saw, it was a resounding success for Tigers, despite his death.
This Drow's just never going to be able to catch up in this game. He has no place to farm.
Stop Seneko. Get the roll off, but someone's there waiting for him. It's Zephyr. The big old rock man. Tosses him back. Another kill, surely to go the way of the Weaver. Stick charges will buy some time for Seneko. Moon says, stop messing around, Weaver. I'm going to clean up the kill. Same time down bottom. Arjit gets himself on top of Chu.
Crystallize.
Oh, he's hiding, he's praying, but here comes Arjit and he's slaying. Triple kill for Arjit.
I mean, we've been saying it for a while, but this game looks impossible for them to really try to play because they have to try to get farm on the map, but Tigers have controlled the map so well with all those aggressive wards that 1437 has placed and just their constant movements.
I think it's going to come down to this. I mean, Blizzy, he's got the money for the Blink Dagger, obviously wants to get the two of them. Just hoping for a Blink Black Hole that could maybe change sort of the momentum of it. It feels like it's their only chance now at this point.
It's got to get 5 heroes.
It's got to get 5. It's got to. Well, in this game, it's got to get 9 heroes.
It's got to get 9 heroes, but he's also got an Aegis. So if he does get caught, he's going to come back. As full dominance continues, 1K gold per minute advantage on Tigers does not slow down.
No. Sorry, our maths is terrible. It's 8 heroes, isn't it?
Is it 8? It's 8 for now, right? Wait, it's 8 total, you're right. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
What if he gets what if he gets an egg?
Viewers didn't know. Yeah. Oh, yes. But
there you go.
No, he's not doing that. I can't remember the last time I ever saw a pro ever get Aghanim or something.
Same. Yeah, I don't. It's a dead item.
It's, yeah. If it didn't have to be in an item slot, then maybe. But it does. And
if you could eat it like a moonshard, right?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Blink Dagger on Zephyr. He can look to go hunting as well now. He can't get the... Actually, this is only 974 HP if he's not on Strength Treads. He's got to be a little careful of getting comboed. Seneko will be trying to protect this then.
Zephyr, but Zephyr quick with the blink. Not to be caught out by the rock. As here's Moon. And look who he's found. Rolling into Navi's half a town. As both Crystallize and Chu pay the price for being in the middle of the warpath, being stomped down by Tigers. It's 31-7. The slaughter never ends. 19K lead, 19 minutes in. As Tigers now ready to bring the fight to the next level. They're into the base, they're onto the tier 3 towers. As Navi, they've got very little to utilize in terms of holding. They have a black hole. That's pretty much their best bet at the moment. He's still yet to spend the money, Blizzy.
He's squishy, too. He's got 1,100 HP versus this high damage poke lineup that Tigers has drafted as well. They've got so many things that can just be thrown at him from a distance.
He's got to catch everyone.
Yep.
And Tigers unlikely to let that happen if the play is anything to go by so far this game.
They've even got a full Crimson Guard, too, and just in case the physical damage will come through, it'll be blocked out heavily. But there is a good amount of magic on Navi, but... oh, it's ever so difficult. That's magical. He's trying to do what he can to try to delay this mid push. He's cutting the creep wave in the mid lane. And they don't have creeps, so that will stop the push. Nice delay of game for Navi. They just need to they need to buy some time for some miracle to happen for this Storm Spirit to make it to the later stage of the game somehow. But he's versus Meepo, who, like we said, one of the better heroes. If you, especially once you get off to a good start, you'll have your Hex at a great timing. You'll have that E-Blade. You'll be able to hunt this man constantly whenever he shows himself.
Just getting so much out of the map as he pushes these side lanes out. Just any little bit of gold that could push Crystallize and push Magical just that further ahead, that sort of item up that could give them a fighting chance. But as it stands, every single fight, Tigers are going to come in a few weight classes stronger.
Yeah, Hex finished now, so you can kill literally anybody he grabs, but there is a BKB now on Blizzy. There is no way for Tigers to stop a BKB Black Hole.
Unless he gets the Basher.
Unless he gets the Basher. I don't think he'll get it.
Yeah, he's not until later. I think he got it like 6 item in the game before. Let's Crystallize. Pushes the lane out as far as he can. Quickly TP's out. He's got the Shadow Blade and the Aghanim's queued up this game, so prepared to sort of be pushed inside of the base, and now outside of the base.
Oh my.
But he's not dying. Arjit He's very tanky. He's
They might be getting him.
up 2. They do finally get him, and Blizzy with the BKB Black Hole holds his ground, locks down Moon, but Moon already with the sort of the damage resistance from the Crimson and the Shield Crash, he just doesn't die. Blinks forward, a second Shield Crash finishes off Blizzy, and again, every time Arjit dies, Navi loses the fight.
Navi tried to make the big play, though. The Aegis got reclaimed. They tried to make the move on the Meepo, but Tigers, they're in position ready for that one. Meepo buys back, and he's ready to go. Now there's no black hole. Now there's no big team fight on the side of Navi to try to bring him down.
A 24k lead, and Tigers already back in position outside of the base of Navi. In fact, Zephyr, he's straight into it. Leads him with a Blink Dagger. May have gone a step too far, though. Seneco's in on top of him straight away in response. They get the silence to cancel the freezing field. They're looking to get on top of In Your Dream. They disable with the Vortex. They get the kill. But now Arjit blinking in, ready to fight back and get revenge for his fallen teammates. He'll take down 1, take down 2, buyback from Seneco, but they're without Blizzy for a full minute. Magical has got the buyback. The Tigers themselves, they've also brought back everybody that can to keep this push going as the full 5-man. Navi having to defend as 4. There's the jump in again. Tigers, they're ready to pounce. Seneco being beat down by Zephyr. They've got the root. They have the Hex in control. Straight away, a Grave will be there to buy some time for Magical. He does get the zip off because of it. The Grave will keep Storm alive, but Arjit and the team, they're onto the second set of racks, moving down this bottom lane. They'll clean up a full racks, 2 full racks now, as Tigers, they're ready to look for more. Magical tried to zip in, quick ball and lightning to dodge the avalanche. The Tigers, they're looking for the entirety of the base. Arjit is eyeing up that top set as the weave wears off him. 10 seconds until Blizzy's back. How long until the black hole? It's still going to be a while longer, I imagine. Yes, still a full minute until that's there for the fight. As Zephyr just holding back Navi. Blizzy's going to TP forward aggressively, but as I say, he has no black hole to offer, only a Midnight Pulse. He'll drop it down amongst the racks, but the melee's already fallen. Crystallize trying to prioritize taking down Zephyr. They do get the Vortex to drag back Tanya. Zephyr will drop. He's dead for 70. Can they get more? Glimmer Cape keeps 1437, the distance that he needs to get away.
Got the aggressive weave down 2 on the Meepo. So Tigers still back up for a moment. They've already done, I mean, immense game-winning structural damage as Storm and Drow behind that support Tiny in the game, and we see the 3 cores from Tiger just, yeah, skyrocketing. I believe, is Meepo 25 yet? He's almost there. Oh, 25 minutes. Level 24, pretty good. Ajit 14-3-3. They've just had so much luxury in this game with the way they set up their lanes. Everything went perfect for them.
I don't think you can do a Drow strat against this team. And if you do, you just need some sort of earlier sort of fighting, you know, some sort of
and they give
wham bam. They don't have it. They want to try and get Arjit that 25 as impressively timed as possible, and it's certainly going to work out. He's going to hit it this sort of 25, at least 26 minutes in on the Meepo.
Last attempt of the game for Navi. They need to hope for something massive here.
They have the black hole.
Oh, 600 health now on the Meepo too, so he barely died in that last time, throwing a little bit more HP.
They've got to somehow get in a high ground position and just hope that Tigers walk into their hands.
They've got ward down too, at least to watch Tigers, but the base, the bottom lane is being pushed in. Magical has to be very careful for that Hex coming out on Meepo.
As soon as they've showed, if they don't find something immediately, they cannot stick around.
Their base was all being pushed in too. I mean, it's 26 minutes, but there's 2 sets of Raxes pushing in already. So those creeps, they definitely cause issues, and they reveal whenever you try to make those type of smoke plays. As Tigers now, they're all grouped up. Roshan is going to be respawning too if they really want to be super careful, but they can definitely just go for fighting.
I think you need to give this, give these creeps to the Enigma maybe. Okay, don't do so. He's so close to having to blink. Sell something, just get that blink on you.
Yep.
Get that blink on you so you can try for the big old play.
It's kind of needed. All right, round 2. Try to catch him outside the base before they get on the high ground setup.
Moon. With the smoke, they'll find Moon on the front lines. They don't want to commit a black hole onto him straight away, but they will jump forward with Magical. BKB's going to be popped by Blizzy. In Your Dream coming in for the side. Blizzy trying to hold back and wait for the opportune time to black hole. He'll pop it onto Moon. Moon gets the Rolling Thunder out there and will survive. The freezing field out as they cannot get out. They've lost Blizzy, they've lost Seneca, they've lost Chu. They'll lose Crystallizes. GG is called. Tigers turning up to this best of 5 grand finals with an absolute whopper of a game 1. Not even close. They absolutely stomped Navi here in this game. The draft played out perfectly. Navi caught off And maybe the last time we see them try a drought strat against this team, it just feels like it's just too slow to make anything happen. Tigers, they know exactly how to tackle it.
And you also have to just watch out for last pick Meepo. Yeah. Like that, Ajit just completely destroyed the game, right? They started the Earth Spirit mid with the Storm. They even had the Dazzle behind trying to snipe the Courier.
Yeah.
They lose all 3 lanes pretty heavily. Tigers just had the perfect setup, and theirs is more, I mean, unpredictable. You kind of could see how they would set up their lanes, but Navi's, their draft, they've done this before. They've done this several times, and the lane setups were very predictable. So Tigers, they had more than enough time to prepare for this one, and you could tell.
And Navi's got to adapt, try something different, as Tigers certainly, if they see Navi play this sort of way, they're going to have an answer for it, and an answer they certainly did have here in this game 1 as they take the lead in this best of 5, 1-0. We'll pop to a short ad break, then we'll be back with the panel for more Navi versus Tigers.